Well, a few things come to mind. First, if you find yourself wanting to fix or solve, uh, let's take grief, for example, because it's an example that you brought up earlier. If
Hmm.
I enter the space of grief with a dear friend who's mourning, and if I go into problem solving mode or fixing mode, that implies that the person's grief is a problem, or that the person's grief is wrong, or that it's bad in some way. I may never say that. The other person may never even hear that. But the undertone of my fixing and my solving implies that something is wrong and it needs to be fixed. There is a problem at hand. Your grief is a problem that needs to be handled. And that is not what grief is. And that is not what weeping or lamenting is. That is not what mourning is. And if I'm fixing or solving something like grief, that implies that I'm more uncomfortable with it. I don't like the mourning that's happening. I don't like the discomfort of the death or the lamenting or the sorrow that I see. So I want to fix it because I'm uncomfortable. And that is not what we're doing when we enter the space of grief with a friend. So those are the things that come to mind when I think of someone who's trying to fix or solve in that moment.